This video is intended to address the external reference formulas specifically mentioned on page EX358. It's the tan shaded area, steps 1 through 7. And I'm going to show you an alternative way to create the remaining external reference formulas for cells D6 and E6. A couple of assumptions are made here. That you have the correct formula in cell C6, which is described on steps 4 and 5 of page EX358. What I'm going to show you is how I would complete steps 6 and 7 by simply copying the formula from C6 into D6 and E6 and making the necessary edits. Another assumption is make sure you have the data workbooks open, the Columbia workbook, the Richmond, and the Marion. So notice in cell C6 that I do have the formula, and it's an absolute reference to the Columbia workbook summary worksheet, cell C6, the $C, $6. And then the same thing for the Richmond workbook and the Marion workbook. Now here's what I can do, and I'm going to do it one cell at a time. I'm going to select cell C6 and cell D6, and then I'm going to do a fill to the right, F-I-L-L, fill to the right. Over here we have the fill button, and I'm going to fill to the right. Notice that my numbers are exactly the same, which should be because we're using absolute cell references. So even though we're in column D, we're still referencing column C from the other workbooks. So up here in the formula bar, I will change the absolute reference from C6 to D6. And I have to do that for all three workbooks, the Columbia, Richmond, and Marion. And then I hit the enter key, and you should see that is the appropriate data. Now I'll do the same thing for cell E4. Do a fill right, and then with cell E6 selected, change the absolute cell references from D6 to E6. And hopefully that gets you through the steps 6 and 7.